Imagine this moment: you power on your system expecting a normal Linux experience. But instead you step into something that feels like two completely different philosophies of computing colliding head-to-head. On one side you have Fedora 44, fast-moving, cutting-edge, almost aggressive in how quickly it adopts new technologies. And on the other side you have Ubuntu 26.04, stable, polished, widely supported, and carefully tuned for long-term reliability. Now the question that shocked me the most during this comparison was not which one is better in a simple sense, but how differently they behave under real pressure, real usage, and real expectations in 2026. When I first installed Fedora 44, the first thing that hit me was how minimal everything felt, but in a good way, like the system was trying to stay out of my way and let me do what I actually came for. The boot time felt extremely fast, almost like the system was already half awake before I even pressed the power button. The desktop loaded into a clean GNOME environment that felt modern, smooth, and surprisingly fluid even on mid-range hardware. There was a sense that Fedora was not trying to hold your hand. It was trying to push you forward into newer workflows, newer packages, and newer kernel improvements that most distributions take months or even years to adopt. Then I switched to Ubuntu 26.04, and the experience immediately felt more familiar, more guided, and more structured. Where Fedora felt like a race car tuned for performance enthusiasts, Ubuntu felt like a luxury sedan designed for comfort, predictability, and long-distance reliability. The installer was more polished, the onboarding experience was smoother, and the system felt like it had already made decisions for me that would prevent future issues. That difference alone already started shaping the entire comparison in a way I did not expect. As I started testing performance, Fedora 44 immediately showed its strength in raw responsiveness. Opening applications felt instant. Switching between workspaces felt fluid, and package updates were noticeably faster. This is where Fedora's philosophy really shines because it integrates newer kernels and Mesa drivers earlier than most distributions. That means better hardware support, improved scheduling, and more efficient CPU usage on newer machines. In everyday multitasking scenarios, Fedora felt like it had a slight edge in agility, especially when pushing the system with multiple browser tabs, code editors, and background processes running at the same time. Ubuntu 26.04, however, surprised me in a different way. While it was not always the fastest in raw responsiveness compared to Fedora, it was more consistent under long usage sessions. After hours of uptime, Ubuntu maintained a more predictable memory footprint and felt less spiky in performance. Applications didn't just open fast, they opened steadily every time without variation. That consistency is something many users don't notice immediately, but over time it becomes extremely valuable, especially in production environments or workstations where stability matters more than cutting-edge speed. One of the biggest shocks came when I tested software availability and package management. Fedora 44 uses a very up-to-date repository model, meaning you get newer versions of software almost immediately after release. That is extremely attractive if you are a developer, a tester, or someone who wants access to the latest features without waiting. However, it also means that occasionally small regressions or compatibility quirks can appear, especially with third-party applications that are not yet fully optimized for the newest libraries. Ubuntu 26.04 takes a very different approach. Instead of pushing the newest version of everything, it prioritizes compatibility and ecosystem stability. Snap packages are deeply integrated, and while some users debate about snaps, in real usage, they do provide a consistent deployment environment across systems. What shocked me here is that Ubuntu often feels slower to adopt new features. But when it does adopt them, they are significantly more refined and tested. This creates a sense of reliability that Fedora cannot always guarantee in exchange for its speed of innovation. Driver support was another major comparison point. On Fedora 44, installing proprietary drivers or certain media codecs required a bit more manual involvement, depending on the hardware setup. It is not difficult, but it does require a user who is slightly more comfortable with Linux internals. Once everything is configured, performance is excellent, especially on newer GPUs where Fedora's updated kernel stack gives it a clear advantage. Ubuntu 26.04, on the other hand, almost feels like it anticipates what hardware you are using. The installation of drivers is more automated, and in many cases, everything works out of the box. This is where Ubuntu continues to dominate in user-friendliness. For beginners or users migrating from Windows or macOS, Ubuntu reduces friction dramatically. The shocking part here is that even though Fedora is technically more advanced in terms of kernel freshness, Ubuntu still wins in terms of it just works experience for most users. When I moved into development workflows, Fedora 44 started pulling ahead again. The availability of the latest compilers, Python versions, container tools, and system libraries makes Fedora feel like a playground for modern software engineering. Developers who want to test cutting-edge frameworks or build applications against the newest toolchains will find Fedora extremely appealing. Containerization tools like Podman and Docker also feel deeply integrated, and system-level performance improvements make builds slightly faster in many cases. Ubuntu 26.04, however, dominates in enterprise compatibility. Many cloud platforms, server deployments, and production environments still rely heavily on Ubuntu-based images. That means if you are developing something for deployment, Ubuntu gives you a closer reflection of real-world production systems. The shocking realization here is that Fedora may be more advanced locally, but Ubuntu is more aligned with where your code will actually run in the real world. Gaming performance brought another unexpected twist. Fedora 44, with its newer Mesa drivers and kernel updates, showed slightly better performance in some Vulkan-based games and newer titles. Frame pacing was smooth, and load times were competitive. However, Ubuntu 26.04 had better compatibility with proprietary launchers, anti-cheat systems, and third-party game clients. That means while Fedora might squeeze out a few extra frames in optimized scenarios, Ubuntu wins in overall compatibility and ease of setup for gaming ecosystems like Steam. Memory management differences were subtle but noticeable. Fedora tends to use more aggressive background services depending on configuration, which can sometimes make it feel heavier on lower RAM systems, but on modern hardware it performs extremely well. Ubuntu is more conservative and optimized for stability, which often results in slightly lower baseline resource usage. The shocking part is that neither system is objectively lighter in all situations. Instead, they trade off resource usage depending on workload patterns. When it comes to updates, Fedora 44 is fast, frequent, and sometimes disruptive. Updates arrive quickly, sometimes weekly or even more often, which means you are always close to the bleeding edge. But that also introduces occasional breakages or adjustments that require user attention. Ubuntu 26.04 takes the opposite approach with slower, more controlled updates that prioritize system integrity over speed. The shocking realization here is that Fedora treats updates as a continuous evolution, while Ubuntu treats updates as carefully planned milestones. User interface consistency also plays a major role in the experience. Fedora GNOME feels very close to upstream GNOME, meaning fewer modifications and a more pure desktop experience. Ubuntu, however, customizes GNOME heavily, adding its own dock tweaks and usability enhancements that make it feel more familiar to users coming from other operating systems. Fedora feels like a developer's workstation. Ubuntu feels like a finished product designed for everyday users. Security is another area where both systems shine, but in different ways. Fedora integrates ASE Linux by default in enforcing mode, which adds a strong security layer but can sometimes confuse new users when permissions behave unexpectedly. Ubuntu uses AppArmor as its primary security framework, which is generally more user-friendly and easier to troubleshoot. The shocking part is that both systems are highly secure, but Fedora's security model is more strict and enterprise-grade by design, while Ubuntu's is more approachable and flexible. Hardware compatibility testing revealed another interesting pattern. Fedora 44 performs extremely well with newer hardware, especially recent AMD and Intel chips, due to its updated kernel stack. However, Ubuntu 26.04 performs better on a wider range of older hardware because of its long-term support optimizations and driver fallback mechanisms. This creates a split personality where Fedora is the future-facing system and Ubuntu is the universal compatibility system. Battery performance on laptops also showed differences. Fedora sometimes consumes slightly more power due to newer background services and aggressive scheduling, but it can also optimize better on modern CPUs with efficient power states. Ubuntu tends to deliver more predictable battery life, often slightly longer under mixed workloads, especially when using default power profiles. The shocking insight here is that neither system consistently dominates battery life. Instead, it depends heavily on hardware generation. Software ecosystems further highlight the philosophical divide. Fedora aligns closely with upstream open-source development, meaning you often experience software in its purest form. Ubuntu integrates more third-party repositories, PPAs, and commercial software support, making it more versatile for general users. Fedora is cleaner but stricter. Ubuntu is broader but sometimes more complex under the hood. After spending extended time switching between both systems, what shocked me most was not a single performance metric or feature, but the realization that these two distributions are not trying to beat each other in the same race. Fedora 44 is trying to be the most advanced, up-to-date, developer-centric Linux experience possible, constantly pushing boundaries and adopting new technologies early. Ubuntu 26.04 is trying to be the most reliable, widely compatible, and user-friendly Linux experience that can run in homes, offices, and servers with minimal friction. Even desktop responsiveness, which initially seemed like a clear win for Fedora, eventually balanced out depending on workload. Fedora feels faster in short bursts and interactive usage, while Ubuntu feels smoother in long sessions with consistent workloads. That distinction becomes very important when you actually live inside the operating system instead of just testing it in real-world usage scenarios like office work, browsing, video playback, and development. Both systems performed exceptionally well, but in different emotional ways. Fedora made me feel like I was using something experimental and powerful, almost like I was ahead of the curve. Ubuntu made me feel like I was using something dependable, like a system I could trust without thinking about it too much. Even system customization revealed differences. Fedora allows deep customization but expects you to know what you are doing. Ubuntu offers structured customization with safe defaults that prevent you from breaking core functionality easily. This again highlights the trade-off between freedom and stability. The final shocking conclusion after testing both systems extensively is that choosing between Fedora 44 and Ubuntu 26.04 is not about which one is better in absolute terms, but about which philosophy matches your intent. If you want cutting-edge technology, faster updates, and a system that evolves rapidly with the Linux ecosystem, Fedora 44 stands out as the more aggressive and modern choice. If you want stability, compatibility, ease of use, and long-term reliability, Ubuntu 26.04 remains the more practical and widely adopted solution. What surprised me the most is that in 2026, the gap between them is smaller than ever in terms of raw performance, but wider than ever in terms of philosophy. Fedora pushes forward, Ubuntu holds steady, and both approaches are valid depending on what kind of user you are. The real shock is realizing that Linux is no longer about finding the best distribution universally, but about finding the distribution that best aligns with your workflow, your hardware, and your expectations of how a system should behave every single day.